All right, every Tuesday here on Off the Bench, we catch up with the LSU head football coach. Tigers taking off to the Swamp this weekend for a matchup versus Florida. Coach Orgeron was speaking to the press yesterday and back with us this morning. Coach, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, guys. Great to be on the show.
Yes, sir. Good to have you back. Coach, we have to start with a report that has been running like wildfire since yesterday evening of your tight end, Eric Gilbert, and his status with the program. Could you comment on the latest on where he stands right now?
Yeah, Eric came to talk to me yesterday, and he's thinking about opting out for the season. He said his body is hurting and he has to get better. His mother's in town speaking with him right now. I don't know if we officially announced it yet, but that's where we're at. And that's what he discussed with me yesterday.
Coach, do you think if he makes that decision, what does that mean for him going forward? Like, would his teammates be willing to take him back? I've had players quit on teams that I was a part of, and it really kind of ended the relationship then and there.
Yeah, I think so, T-Bob. I think that if he opts out and he wants to come back, definitely I'm going to take him back. He's a great player. He's a great young man. I recruited him, and we treat him like family, just like everybody else. Neil Farrell opted out, and he wanted to come back, and I gave him the opportunity.
Coach, I got to ask you some tough questions here. Earlier in the season, you said, when times are going bad early on, you said, look, I asked the team, just stay together. Just stay together and we'll get this fixed. Do you feel like this locker room is broken apart?
No, not at all. I mean, look the way they fought. Look the way they fought all game. That was fight the whole game. Obviously we didn't execute better, and that was a great football team we played. But as far as practicing hard, as far as fighting, we had a great meeting yesterday. We had a great practice yesterday. 24-hour rule on the floor.
Do you think is there a disconnect right now at all between the players and the staff in terms of like messaging, coaching, just with everything going on and some of the rumors swirling around?
Not at all. I don't hear none of that. We work in a cocoon here. I think that everything is, obviously we're disappointed in the way we played, disappointed in our record. But as far as the message from the staff to the players, I think we're fine.
And then, I mean, when you kind of look around the rest of the SEC, everybody's dealt with opt-outs, but it does seem like LSU is dealing with more than pretty much anybody else, and really impactful players as well. Why do you think that is?
Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. A year ago, we were the best team in the country.
Hold up now.
So we're going to find out who's really behind us. We're going to find out who really loves the Tigers, because we will be champions again. So whatever you're getting at, I'm not buying.
Coach Ed Orgeron joining us here, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, and Alexandria. How has the message been received on the recruiting trail, and what has been the message to the future classes?
Man, December 16th, big day. We received some good news last night. We got another big solid commitment we're fired up about. Got some guys that we're targeting, all our recruits. We got on the phone with them last night, and they were very positive, so it's good.
Coach, speaking of positives, one of the huge positives from last game, in my opinion, was Kayshon Boutte. I mean, when you look at Terrace Marshall leaving, here's an 18-year-old, and you say, look, you got to step up against the number one team in the country. He did that. What did you see out of your young receiver?
Man, I'm excited about the day that Jamar Chase had a great practice. And I said, you know what, here we go. He can be our next great receiver. He showed signs of that. I was very pleased with his play. Obviously, we got to target more, get him the ball more, and I think we're going to do that.
Coach, what are you looking at the quarterback position before you make your choice who starts on Saturday?
Yeah, I love Max, and we're going to go throughout the week. But Max had a good showing when he went in there. He moved the ball, looked crisp, showed it TJ. We'll make a decision at the end of the week, but I have no problem starting either one.
Have you been able to address the team yet since the Gilbert news, or will that happen today? Like, what are you gonna how are you gonna message it to them?
Yeah, well, we don't, like with Terrace. He's a great Tiger. Obviously, he has eligibility. Same thing like Neil. Neil came back, so we're fine. This is not something that we have not gone through. We'll be next man up.
Coach Ed Orgeron joining us here. We're having a little problem with your cell, Coach. Can you give us a little preview of Florida before we get out of here? If we can't get you here, we'll see if we can't reconnect.
Dan's a great offensive mind. Kyle Trask, he's done a tremendous job with his quarterback. He's very tough. Tight end Collie Pips is one of the best players we'll see all year. They're a good football team. They're very athletic up front. They have an outstanding pass rush. This is going to be a challenge, and we're going to be up to it.
What's the plan for Kyle Pitts?
Well, hopefully we can put our best guys on him. No question about that. Hopefully we can have an opportunity if he's hurting us and he's spreading us out that we can double him. Well, we're going to have multiple plans because he's going to move him around. We need to know where he's at.
Coach, when it comes to the offensive line pass protection scheme, do you think have other teams kind of keyed into how to influence your slide? Because it did look like there were a lot of similarities between A&M and Bama in terms of walking those six up on the line and then bringing it from the opposite of the direction you're sliding.
Exactly. We changed the point. We changed the point, and then they changed it, and they got us. And that's happened, and we have to eliminate that.
Coach, are we still preaching, or do you still preach one team, one heartbeat around the building? Because I haven't heard you say that publicly a lot.
Every day, that's the first thing they get. First thing they get in the team meeting, one team, one heartbeat. It's us. And you know what? It's us inside. And we understand that we're not having the season. We're not living up to LSU's expectations, but we're not getting down on ourselves. We're going to keep on pushing.
Coach O joining us here, ESPN, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, and Alexandria. What's coming up today on Competition Tuesday?
That'll be terrible. Well, hey, we have to get after it today. We have to have an enthusiastic practice. Get ready for Florida, have a physical practice. Nothing changes.
Thank you, as always, for the time, Coach. Get them ready for Saturday.
Go Tigers.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Coach.
There he is, Coach Orgeron, joining us here as he does every Tuesday. Had an in-and-out cell there. It was bad at times. Caught him at the end. We will close out hour one next.